I did a second fantasy draft, and some things definitely changed. Now, a few players' stocks definitely dropped. MJD and Ryan Matthews were first round picks in the first one. Now, these were first and second round guys easily. And then in this one particular draft that I participated in, they got drafted in the third and fifth rounds. A few people, their stocks definitely rose, others it dropped. No, still the first ones off the board were running backs, of course. Foster, Rice, McCoy. Of course, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, they all go first round. No surprises there. A few people jumped up from the last fantasy pick. Chris Johnson, Darren McFadden, and Matt Forte all went in the first round. And Darren McFadden, I think people had questions about his health. Same with Forte. And Johnson, after the season he had last year, he disappointed a lot of people. But after watching them run in preseason, people see, yes, they are healthy, they're making the plays, and they're more willing to go for them. What kind of surprised me is Jimmy Graham going above Rob Gronkowski. I think people are just buying more into the whole, Gronk's going to disappoint this season because he's not getting the touchdowns. But you definitely see a rise in wide receivers because in the first round, of course, Calvin Johnson. Every draft I've been in, Calvin Johnson gets taken first round. But in the second round, we had 4 receivers: Larry Fitzgerald, A.J. Green, Andre Johnson, and Julio Jones. Also picked up were Matthew Stafford, who I believe was probably like 3rd or 4th round before. And we had guys like Jamaal Charles, Adrian Peterson, and one that kind of surprised me but not that much was Marshawn Lynch. I personally, I really don't expect much from Lynch anyways, and he's possibly facing a suspension from the league. But I think with Charles and Peterson, people they're seeing that these guys are getting healthy, and they're seeing Adrian Peterson practice, they're seeing Jamaal Charles run and make some plays. And with Julio Jones, him getting drafted in the second round, it shouldn't come as too much of a shock that his stock was rising. I mean, the way he's been playing in the preseason. And actually, one thing that did surprise me is that Torrey Smith, no one picked him. I actually have him on both of my teams because, he's been almost as dangerous as Julio Jones has. If you look at their preseason numbers, some similar things. I think Julio probably has more upside. Ryan generally considered a better QB than Flacco. But at the same time, I think Torrey Smith is definitely at least a 5th round pick at best. At worst. I think he could be up there in the upper deck. I think he could be a top tier option, and he'll probably lead Baltimore in most receiving categories this year. And I'm shocked that nobody wanted to pick him up.